understand Saul Alinsky's work, we must understand the great tsunami wave of European cultural Marxism that would sweep over post-World War II America and empower him in organizing what St. Pope John Paul II termed the culture of death. Three hellfire movements of cultural Marxism would shape Saul Alinsky as they would reshape America. The first movement is Frankfurt Socialism. In 1923, Vladimir Lenin, the head of the Soviet Union, recognized that the international communist revolution would not spread to highly industrialized countries like the United States. Thus, at the University of Frankfurt in Germany, he brought together a group of scholars to retool their strategy. It was first going to be called the Marxist Institute, but in order to camouflage its nature, it was instead called the Institute for Social Research. Key members of the group moved to the United States, especially to Columbia University, during the rise of the Third Reich. While in the US, they further developed what they called critical theory. It was designed as a strategy to change, revolutionize, and bring down America by criticizing it. Max Horkheimer, Theodor Adorno, and others from the Institute developed what we now call political correctness. George Lukács, Erich Fromm, Wilhelm Reich, and Herbert Marcuse developed the strategy of the sexual revolution, which they based on Sigmund Freud's pansexualism, the search for pleasure. Critical theory exploited the differences between the sexes to incite gender conflict. It exploited their commonalities to incite gender confusion. The second movement is Gramsci socialism. It was established by the Italian Antonio Gramsci during the years just prior to World War I and into the 1930s. It was designed to capture the mind of the society through a quiet fifth column revolution of religion in the culture. The Catholic Church was Gramsci's prime target. Gramsci socialism was designed to destroy belief in God and to deny the reality of the supernatural life by changing the existing Christian mind into an anti-Christian mind by a false Marxist humanism which lets the entire effort be solely by man for man's sake. It was to do so by incrementally and gradually transforming America's Judeo-Christian culture by overthrowing its moral and spiritual values from within. It would target family life by infiltrating and transforming education, law, military, media and entertainment, unions, and public interest groups. Thus, it would make possible socialist revolutionary politics at a mass level. Gramsci sought to limit religion to private worship. He wanted public charity to be the lone benevolence of the Marxist totalitarian state. He wanted church and private charities to lose their tax-free status. The third movement is Fabian socialism. The Fabian Society's program of cultural Marxism was established in the United Kingdom in the late 19th century. It took its name from the Roman general Fabius Maximus, whose victories were won by patience and attrition by avoiding open confrontation, by slowly dumbing down and changing the moral standards of their enemies. Their symbol is the wolf in sheep's clothing, designed by Fabian member George Bernard Shaw. Their strategy was predatory, one of concealed stealth and deception. In 1887, their stated aim was the reorganization of society by the emancipation of land and industrial capital from individual and class ownership. The society accordingly works for the extinction of private ownership of property and land.